Well, we're back with our look at getting ready for Christmas, and books always seem to be part of gift giving. And Michael Korn is the author of the new book, Heresy, 10 Lies They Spread About Christianity. And he's also the host of The Arena on Sun News Network. Michael, thanks for staying with us.
Pleasure.
This is your 12th book.
Oh,
incredible.
God. Is it?
Yeah, I counted. It's your 12th book. Fabulous book. Why did you write Heresy?
Well, the book I'd written previously did far better than Random House.
That was Why Catholics Are
Yeah,
Right,
don't mention that
says
here,
the
so-
Protestant
yeah,
host.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, you know, Random House are a big publisher. They said, what do you want to do? And I said, well, I just want to defend Christianity because I'm not an historian,
Because it's
really.
your favorite topic. You have a real bee in your bonnet about political correctness and intolerance to Christianity.
And injustice really irritates me. And there are things to say about Christianity. Of course, there are criticisms. In particular, actually, there are criticisms of Christians. But also, so much that is wonderful about contemporary society, and from education to healthcare to the legal system to mainstream morality, is a product of Christianity.
Okay, I want to just swing us back to our Christmas theme of today. There has been a lot of political correctness and pressures to ban that Christian element from the public square of Christmas. What's your take on that, and how do we handle it?
Well, I mean, it is there, and you can fall into the trap of talking about it too often. Then people say, oh, not more on the war on Christmas. But there is a reality, this attempt to expunge anything Christian from the season. Now, you have, of course, Santa and Frosty the Snowman, and sometimes that disappears, and that's rather charming, so it's a shame when it does. But the real point here is you can't say Christmas, you have to say holiday, that while Wiccan priestesses are invited into high schools, a Catholic priest or an evangelical minister would not be allowed through the door, that people are told that if you celebrate your Christian ideas too much, somehow you're being offensive to others. Now, I think all religions should be allowed. I don't think we should say that one dominates, but you'll find that Islam or Judaism, for example, would never be treated in the same way. In fact, Islam is becoming increasingly fashionable in Canadian society, in North American and European society. And Christianity, because people know they can get away with it, is being abused and marginalized.
You did not always care for Christianity like you do now. When did this become your faith, and why?
Well, I mean, I wasn't raised a Christian. My father was Jewish and my mother wasn't, so I just grew up very confused, really, and terribly unhappy. And no, I grew up in a loving home, but I came into the Christian church in 1985, and since then it's been a road, really, of discovery. But so I wasn't raised a Christian, and maybe it was a good thing. I couldn't take anything for granted. It doesn't make me better than anyone else, believe me, far from it, but I had to justify what I was doing. I made a decision, so it wasn't, well, I was because my parents were, this is a thing to do. I had to challenge everything that was being presented to me. I looked at alternatives as well, and it was really, where else would I go, Lord? I kept coming back to Christianity.
And are you so convinced that this love we share for Jesus, the different roads we may go there, should be shared and not kept public? Because there are many people who tell broadcasters like you and I, would you just keep that stuff private, please?
Yeah. I think we should say that to every liberal, every gay person. Keep it to yourself. We don't want to hear about it and then see how we're treated. It's a double standard. We're told by Christ we have to share this, so we don't have the option of keeping it to ourselves. If somebody had found the cure for cancer, but they kept it private, we'd think that they were an appalling person. Well, we have found the solution to life's problems, the guarantee of eternal life with God. It would be horrible of us, pernicious, if we didn't share that. We shouldn't share it in a rude and aggressive way, but we have to share it.
Michael Korn, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And when we come back, my thoughts on buying nothing, buying used, or buying new as we prepare for Christmas. It's ingrained in us to spend at Christmas. And today we heard 3 strategies for handling that impulse in a wise way. Spend in moderation, look for something used, or even buy nothing and give of your time and creativity instead. The impulse to give is copied from the reality that God gave a gift that we celebrate at Christmas, the gift of Jesus. And that's the gift that should not be missed. Whatever your strategy is for giving this season, give yourself the discovery of God's gift of Jesus. It will affect how you approach the holiday weeks ahead. Well, drop us a note on your thoughts on how you're spending Christmas and facing the challenge of spending too much, too little. Send us your feedback on today's program and call the viewer feedback line. Send a message via email, Facebook, or Twitter. We love it when you connect with us. For all of us at Context, I'm Lorna Duick. Thanks for watching, and join us next week as we explore life beyond the headlines.